Welcome back to Black Skies Reviews. In this review, we're going to take a look at Star Wars The Vintage Collection Obi-Wan Wandering Jedi. This is from the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series. It's a 6 episode series, and hopefully we get a season 2. So this is the card it comes in. So let's go and take a look at the card, and then we'll take a look at the action figure. Okay, at the top we have the age recommendations. Recommended for ages 4 and up. They have the choking hazard warning there on the right of the video. In the center we have the Star Wars Obi-Wan logo. Just below that we have the Obi-Wan Kenobi Wandering Jedi name peel. I do love the color pattern they use, this blue. And Obi-Wan's image there looks fantastic. And going down we can see Obi-Wan inside a clamshell. He has a good bit of accessories, which we'll be taking a look at. Kenner logo at the bottom. It's really good. Here's the back of the card. PC 245 for this one. There's a cross sell there. You guys are aware of the single carded Boba Fett? Wasn't sure there was one. With the vintage collection logo and a bunch of crap at the bottom. And I will show you guys the UPC. So to help you find these, I found these at Target. I should say these. I should say Obi-Wan and Reva at least at Target. Okay, here is the UPC. If you want to call Target, that's what this is showing up at. That's where I got mine. They had 1 Anakin, 2 Revas, an Obi-Wan, and 2 Darth Vaders, which I passed on because I have Darth Vader, and I'm not going to keep buying Darth Vader figures. And also the cardstock is actually thicker now. Very collectible. Then we're getting to a collector's grade. So if you can get these, this is a pretty nice card. And if you can get it unpunched, perfect for the card collectors out there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get everyone out of the packaging and take a look at him. Alright, if you're wondering, this piece of paper in the bottom, the figures you see there, this is just the same stuff that's on the back of the card. That's why I keep saying it's unnecessary to have that printed on the back. They can make the back of the card look a lot better for collectability. Let's hope they do that in the future. Okay, here is also the packaging. Let me go ahead and just say maybe some minor spoilers from the show. I'm not going to get anything on a plot or anything. I'm just going to talk about Obi-Wan. And one little accessory. I won't say too much about it, but if you don't want to know anything, you probably don't want to watch the video. Hopefully you do, but like I say, it's going to be very minor. So my first impressions is he's a little chubby figure. So basically Obi-Wan, you know the story. He's on Tatooine, and he's watching over Luke. So he has been practicing his Jedi skills. And, you know, so he's a little out of shape and out of practice. So that's all I'll say. So it kind of reflects in the figure, in my opinion. Here, he looks a little thick. You can tell from the thickness of the body to the legs. Looks a little, you know, a little thicker compared to most Obi-Wan figures that I have. So let's take a look at that head sculpt. I think he did a good job. I must say Obi-Wan's one of my favorite Jedis. He is, in my opinion, one of the best Jedis. I mean, he took out Darth Maul, took out Grievous, took out Anakin, and other countless foes and comic books and, you know, other characters and soldiers and troopers like the Geonosians and stuff like that. But they did a good job on his head sculpt. Nice fluent sculpt in the hair. Beard looks good. Face looks decent. They got that Ewan McGregor likeness. Looks good. Back of his head. Love the head sculpt. That's a nice fluence in the sculpt. Good thing we have soft goods here that unfold from the back, from the package. It's very good. I probably should zoom out, huh? Let's do that. Okay. So we're going to fold his robe and come out to the front. Come up over his head. If you like to have that. Of course, you got to figure out the material, giving you a bunch of resistance. So see what we can do. We'll take his coat off so we can take a look at the figure. But comes around. The hoods are always tricky, so the best you can do, you know. But that's how that looks. Pretty decent. So let's go ahead and get this cloak off of here for now. Okay, so here's our figure. A lot of sculpting hitting under that. I was not expecting all this. Okay, we look at the head sculpt. You got this piece here of a shirt just hanging down, like it's stretched out. Nice sculpting for the clothing, you know, folds. He has a brown belt. Place for that pistol that it comes with. This is like a two-tone. This is different brown than the belt, the holster. Here on the back, same nice folds in the arms for the clothing. Then we have the piece here hanging down on his waist. Brown pants. Again, the sculpting's pretty decent. Wraps around his ankles. Then we have his brown feet. So pretty decent. Good sculpt. I'm glad I picked this one up. Try not to buy the same characters over and over because it's a waste in my opinion, but sometimes they do a pretty good job and you have to grab one or two here and there. Am I missing some paint right there? Maybe he's got a bald spot. His bottom of his feet, top of his head. Okay, let's take a look at the articulation. He can look down really good. Not too much up, pretty much because of the hair stops at the back of the neck. Side to side. Arms on a ball joint, 360. I feel like these soft ratchets in there. Can feel the little slots. Arms raise up. 360 rotation at the elbow. On both arms. Get way better than 90 degrees on this guy. He is definitely going to be better than Reva because I already see the improvement on the articulation, and I think I see a joint in the hands. Yep. So we have the down and up on this side and 360 rotation. So there's that joint right there. That's a shame that Reva did not have that. Check out my review for Reva, that way you can see. It's the same on this one too. It's the up and down. I wish Reva had that. Okay. Chest here. You have a little back and forth. Side to side. Not a whole lot. It might be. No, not here at the waist. 360 up here at the top, but that feels like it wants to, but I'm not going to force it. Splits. Wow, I did not expect that. Pretty good. This way is kind of hindered because of the bottom of the shirt. Sitting also is going to be hindered because of the shirt. Double jointed? Nope. Single jointed knees. 90 degrees. Feet pivot down pretty good. Up. Then we have the side to side. And then obviously you can go around the heel if you want to do that. 360. Okay, so he looks pretty good. I like him. I don't really see anything to complain about. I get the aesthetics. I get the sculpt. I think they nailed it. If you wanted a kind of a out of practice Obi-Wan, a hermit Obi-Wan in this that hasn't been practicing the Force or keeping his butt in shape. So that being said, let's take a look at his accessories. First up, I'll do the best I can here. These are tiny. Very tiny saber handle. Yeah, that's going to be impossible to hold on to sometimes. These are going to be prone to being lost, so be very careful if you do play with your figures and don't want to lose your pieces. I'll tell you one thing, for being very small, there's a lot of paint there. Silver, black, gold, maybe copper, and a little bit of dry brushing or wash or shading. It's very hard to hold on to. It does have a little tiny pig on this, so it also might be prone to breaking. Let's see what we got here for pig. Oh, maybe on the back. Yep, so he wants to keep his saber here on the back. Man, that's small. Be very careful. Yeah, the diameter is not. That's I gotta start it at least. Yeah, so also one other thing too you'll watch for is if you leave this on there, the paint could rub off on there. Everyone, I'm not gonna waste all time focusing on that. I'll have to do that later on under a microscope because that's small, but it goes right there, I'm assuming. Okay, other weapon that he has obviously is his saber, energized. So here it is. It's blue, and then we have the same handle. Looks sort of good. If I can maybe do a comparison of the handles. The best I can is they're very, very small. Yeah, that's incredible. Okay, let's see while he holds it. So his hands, it looks like I got some mispainted hands too. It's like there's a little bit of that shirt on his hand, on his fingers there. It seems like a softer plastic, so I should hard time getting that in there for some reason. There we go. Those are pretty good because of the elbow and the joint in the wrist. He gets a nice pose. The saber. He can bring it in pretty close to his body. Let's see something here. Let's see if we can get him to hold this with 2 hands. Let's see. Don't want to bend the saber, so spin this around a little bit. Uh-oh. Looks like we might be able to. Oh, yeah. Looks like we can get him to hold that with 2 hands. I mean, you probably can clean it up a little better, but that at least shows us that we can get a 2-handed wield. Very, very nice. Okay, so next up is his pistol. Very small. Gunmetal, silverish wash on a black handle. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's so small. So let's get rid of the lightsaber. And let's see. He does have a trigger finger ready to go there. So let's see what we got. Not sure if we get that. Yep, that finger goes right in that little hole. That looks good. Very nice. I am liking this figure. So we take this out of his hand, and let's see if we can get him to put that. Oh, dropped him on his head. And it fits. Fits really good. It looks good too. Wow. Alright, so I went ahead and tried, since we got the pistol in. I tried again with that lightsaber in it. I got it to go in. It's very hard. Just be careful. That's how that looks. Okay, so I'm actually having some fun with this video. This has been a fun review for me. Hope you guys are enjoying it. So it comes with 2 other accessories, which are basically the same. But this is a little droid. This is Lola from the show. Again, I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, but this little droid belongs to a very young Princess Leia. And that's all I'm going to say. But again, this thing is tiny. This mini figure has a little stand attached to it. So we have the red trim, the black lens, and a little dot there beside her. Okay, I don't know if droids have gender, but I'm thinking they're kind of leaning towards a female droid, so I'm gonna call her her, just so you guys know. And you can, this is articulated, so you can move Lola around the little base, down, back. That's really cool. Now you might be able to pop that out. I'm not going to, because this thing is micro, and I don't want to either break it or lose it. But you can stand Lola on her little stand. Now the last version of Lola you get is Lola in flying mode. Got her little feet, so small, on the bottom of her. Then when she flies, she kind of opens up on the top. You can see her back wings there that are popped up. I'll tell you what, this is very cool for being as small as it is. If you're a 1/18 scale collector, you should be very happy with this very cool version of Lola. You get 2 of them, so that's fantastic. I would have thought at least they'd have held out for these for if they made a younger Princess Leia action figure. But we got him with Obi-Wan. And let's see if he stands. No, does not stand. You know what? That's actually articulated too. Look at that. The little tiny feet articulated. Uh-oh. Wow. Look at that. I just popped the wing off. And I'm betting you can pop off the feet off of this version and probably pop off that. I'll let you guys figure that out on your own, because that is tiny too small. I gotta pop that right back on. Those are actually articulated. Look how small that is. That's incredible. These 2 little Lola figures justify picking this Obi-Wan up if you're trying to have all the characters in your collection. This kind of crazy articulation. The feet, the wings, the individual wings. That's incredible. Wow. Oh, I can understand. Good. Give you an idea how big they are. Here's the lightsaber handle. Very cool. Very cool accessories. Okay, so there you go. Highly recommend this Obi-Wan. This is a great Obi-Wan. Final thoughts. I really don't have any complaints. Besides maybe the lightsaber handles are kind of small. I think they should be just a little bit bigger, but they're cool. Lots of nice sculpting on this figure. Nice articulation. I think they nailed the sculpt for what they're going for. The Lola accessories are fantastic for how small those things are. I can't even tell you how small those things are. Really small. Having that kind of articulation is insane. Got him at Target with Reva, $12.99. So check your local Targets. Use a UPC if that can help you trying to track this figure down. That's all I got for you guys on this one. Really enjoyed this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. Hit that thumbs up. That helps us out. Comment down below what you think about this figure. Any questions, comments you have. And thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you in our next review.